All right, welcome to Math 180, Single Variable Calculus 1. All right, so I'm your professor, Robert Valeriote. You're welcome to call me Professor, Mr. V, Mr. Valeriote. Robert is even fine with me, no worries. There's my email address in case you need to contact me. So our office hours will be via Canvas chat. So you'll see, I'm going to show you the Canvas homepage in a little bit. You'll see the link for that. Those will be Tuesdays, 10 a.m. to noon, and Thursdays, 5 to 7 p.m. Your textbook is the Stewart Calculus Early Transcendentals, 8th edition. So we're going to be using a program here called WebAssign, which I will show you real quick in this lecture here. When you purchase the WebAssign program, you get a free e-textbook attached to it. There's a link in the program itself. Okay, so required materials. I know it says pencil. That's, of course, for when we were in person. Paper and electronic note-taking devices. You will need a TI 83 or 84. You can actually use a TI 89 if you want to as well, not a problem. Which is for graphing a few things so you can see some stuff. We won't use it all that much. During exams, of course, you're not allowed to have your notes or anything like that. You should be taking these exams on your own, without help from the internet, no notes, no friends, no family members, etc. Prerequisites, I mean, if you're already signed up for the class, you obviously met them, but that's pre-calculus, Math 170 or 171. Course descriptions, limits and continuity, derivatives and integrals of algebraic, trigonometric, and other transcendental functions, applications including extrema tests, related rates, and areas. We have something called the MSC, the Math Success Center. It's our tutoring center for math, specifically for math. So it's a free service provided by SCC that provides students with supplemental learning to the classroom. A math faculty member, instructional assistants, and student tutors are always on duty to assist students with questions or concerns from their math class. So, of course, due to COVID-19, the MSC will be offered remotely via Canvas over spring. There's the hours for you, all right? To utilize the MSC, you're gonna, so there's two different ways they do it. There's discussion boards and there's live help. I'm going to show you in a little bit how to sign up for that. And here's just the little rules and all that for the MSC. Accommodations for disabilities. Of course, students with disabilities who want to request academic accommodations are responsible for informing their instructor, that's me, and the DSPS as early in the semester as possible. So right away if you need anything, or at least 2 weeks before the accommodation is needed. To have accommodations authorized, students must provide DSPS with verification of disability and meet with a DSPS professional for an evaluation of needs. Students may schedule a DSPS appointment by coming into the office, which you actually want to check first. But I would actually call or email first because of COVID. I don't know if they're allowing people to walk in. Okay? All right, there's that. Class behavior. Well, we're not in class. This is a pure online class. But, during chat rooms and emails, things like that, please be polite at all times, obviously, to both me and to your fellow students. Let's see. Academic honesty, very, very, very important. Even though this is an online class, you may not cheat in any way, okay? Students at Santiago Canyon College are expected to be honest and forthright in their academic endeavors, to falsify the result of one's research, to steal the words or ideas of another, or to cheat on an examination corrupts the essential process by which knowledge is advanced. Academic dishonesty is seen as an intentional act of fraud in which a student seeks to claim credit for the work or efforts of another without authorization or uses unauthorized materials or fabricated information in any academic exercise. We as an institution also consider academic dishonesty to include forgery of academic documents, intentionally impeding or damaging the academic work of others, assisting other students in acts of dishonesty, or coercing students into acts of dishonesty. Of course, if you are caught cheating in any way, shape, or form, and yes, I have caught people. I caught 5 calculus students last semester online cheating. So even though you're online, I can still tell. Okay, obviously you get an F, and I do have to report you to the college as well, and they'll decide what other punishments you may get. Math department learning outcomes. So number 1, create mathematical models of real world phenomena. Apply those models to make predictions about the behavior of the phenomena. Apply appropriate problem solving techniques and critically evaluate the veracity of the obtained results. Number 2, clearly communicate mathematical reasoning and problem solving skills using a variety of formats, diverse technologies, and appropriate mathematical vocabulary and notation. And number 3, integrate into educational and professional conduct a calm, confident, and ethical approach to mathematical reasoning and problem solving while taking personal responsibility for mathematical successes. And your student learning outcomes, so directly as a result of this course, you should be able to analyze functions and their graphs using limits, derivatives, definite and indefinite integrals. And number 2, apply basic definitions, properties, and theorems of the first semester calculus to formulate elementary proofs and model and solve problems. So attendance, this is important as well. It's online, there's no scheduled meeting times, but you still have work to do, okay? Daily attendance quiz completion is required. You will find those on the Canvas calendar. They're one single question, usually true and false, every Tuesday and every Thursday. You must take one between 8 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. Okay? So you will be dropped if you miss 4 or more of these attendance quizzes, but that also includes tests, regular quizzes, and homework. So if you miss a combination of 4 to 5 of any of those things, the daily attendance, the regular quizzes, tests, or homework, then you will be dropped as well, regardless of your grade. That's important to understand. And this is state law, so I have to follow this. If you're gonna miss a day for an extreme reason, of course, please email me. Treat this class just like you would a job. And if you decide to drop, that's your responsibility to drop online. Don't assume that I'm gonna drop you just because you're getting an F or something like that. Okay, and if you decide to withdraw, just let me know. No, nothing bad will happen. It's just letting me know so I can change my grade books and all that. Online drop policy, so this is very important as well. Students are expected to complete regular and substantive coursework in online classes. In distance education context, coursework will be used to determine student attendance. Simply logging into an online class is not sufficient to demonstrate academic attendance by the student. Examples of coursework for online classes might include, but are not limited to, class discussions, completed assignments, completed quizzes or exams, group work, etc. Students who fail to submit substantive coursework by the due date may be dropped from the class. That's what I was just talking about before. Completing an assignment on the first day of class may also be required in order to avoid being dropped from the class. Please refer to the class syllabus, this thing we're reading right now, and the class section information found in the class schedule for specific attendance requirements. So important dates here. So last day to add, February 21st. Last day to receive a refund, February 21st. And last day to drop and not have a W on your transcripts is February 21st as well. But if you're working through the semester and things aren't working out for you in some way or another, you can still drop up to May 21st. But you will receive the W on your transcripts. Okay? Homework. Homework's important, especially in this class. Don't fall behind. This calculus homework will pile up quickly. Homework is essential to your success in the class. It's the main way of learning and mastering the material. It is exercising your critical thinking skills so you can do well on the exams. Consider every homework problem as preparation for the exams. Homework will be assigned every class consisting of exercises from all sections covered that day. So basically when we finish a section on those Tuesdays and Thursdays or whatever sections we finish, you should start on that homework as soon as possible. I always recommend starting the homework, the same day you watch the lectures. But again, don't wait till the last minute to start the lectures and the homework. It will pile up fast. Homework is always due the day, actually it says day of, it's the day before the chapter exams. Look at the Canvas calendar. It tells you when it's all due. And of course, if you have any homework problems, you can meet me in my office hours on the Canvas chat or message me through the Canvas inbox anytime. So in this case, don't email me. Use the Canvas inbox. Exams. There's 4 exams and 1 final. So basically chapters 1 through 4 each have their own exams. And then chapter 5 plus, some stuff going back, it's a cumulative final exam, comprehensive final exam. We'll cover that last bit there. Final exams on the last day of class. So your grades, here you go. So 60% of your grades are exams, so make sure you do well, but do it on your own. No cheating, no inappropriate work. Quizzes 10%, homework 10%, and the big final at the end 20%. This right here is important. I know students get upset with me for that right there, but that's the way it is, right? It's the cutoff, 89.99, 79.99, etc. And that goes by your WebAssign gradebook. That's what that calculates, and I don't bump up, and that's just the way it is. If you're that close, though, you got to understand, if you'd spend just a little more time studying or done a few more homework problems, it wouldn't have been that close, okay? So work hard. This is extremely important right here, the Title IX policy. Rancho Santiago Community College District is committed to providing a safe and non-discriminatory campus. The district takes all allegations of sexual misconduct seriously and encourages all individuals to report misconduct to any district employee that the complainant trusts and feels comfortable with. Under Title IX, the district is required to take immediate and corrective action if a responsible employee knew or in the exercise of reasonable care should have known about sexual or gender-based harassment that creates a hostile environment. So these actions include stopping the conduct, preventing its reoccurrence, remedying its effects, providing care and support for the reporting person. That's important, right? We're not going to criticize you. We're going to help you. Taking steps to ensure the safety and security of our community. The district considers all employees responsible employees, so that's me, okay, with the exception of the psychologists. And as such, they are required to share a report of misconduct with the Title IX coordinator or a member of the Title IX team. So if you tell me something that happened to you that you need help with like that in this type, I am obligated by law to report it, not to report you, but to report what you told me so we can get you proper and safe help. Title IX team, under the guidance of the Title IX coordinator, will conduct an initial assessment of the conduct, the complainant's expressed preferences, if any, as to course of action and the necessity for any interim remedies or accommodations to protect the safety of the complainant or the community. If a student does not wish to report an incident to a responsible employee but wishes to speak to someone confidentially, you can talk to the college psychologist because they are not legally required to report what you tell them unless you want them to. So they're located at the Student Health and Wellness Center T102, or you can call them at that number if you need any help. Okay? Okay. Let's see. So here's the schedule for the semester. Oops, there we go. So, of course, got the important things in bold, right? Test, super important right here. Spring break, right? Yeah, just remember, save some brain cells during spring break because, we do have several more weeks of school after that, okay? Test, of course, the big one, final exam at the end. All right, so that's your syllabus. There's your schedule. Let me show you Canvas. Oh, I should have had it up and running. Sorry about that. Okay, so Math 180 Calculus. All right, so there's the main page. You'll see that when you log in. I'm going to go over these 7 blocks down here right below the really pretty tag that I made up there. It's pretty cool, huh? So click Syllabus, and it takes you to the syllabus. Of course, there's a PDF you could download right up here of what we just went through, but it's all the same stuff we just went through. So back to home. So what you're going to want to do during a typical lecture day, click on Class Notes, download the set of notes, right? So download your Calc 1.1 notes, either print them out or put them on a tablet, however you want to do it. And then, oops, not homework assignments, my mistake. Click on Lectures, And you will see, there you go. There's all your lectures for this whole semester in order. Okay, and the lectures cover the exact PDFs that you can download under class notes. Homework assignments will be on this program here. It's called WebAssign. So read the directions. You're going to click enter class key. All right, and then you're going to, well, it's, oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. You're not going to hit class key. You're going to, oh yeah, enter class key. Why did it do that? Oh yeah, so right here at the bottom, create account first, okay? That's what you gotta do. And then follow the directions that I give you, okay? And that'll let you in the program. Again, we talked about that MSC, the Math Success Center. So if you click that first link there, it gives you all kinds of information. Next one here is MSC registration directions. Click that. There's directions. There's a PDF with screenshots to help you with that as well, okay? All right, and last but not least here, there's the chat. Actually, not last. We got one more thing to go over after this. This is where we'll meet for those office hours outlined in the syllabus. Okay. All right. So now if you look here on the left bar, you see calendar. See calendar right there? Click calendar. This is everything you need to know. So here's Math 180. So it tells you, you know, like right now we're going over the intro and syllabus, right? It'll tell you what lectures you should watch each day. So Tuesday, today, hopefully when you're watching this, lecture 1.1 and 1.2. Okay. It'll tell you also, notice here on the 22nd, your homework is due on the homework program on WebAssign by 11:59 p.m. And the next day, Tuesday, is the test. Now, tests will be a little bit different in this class. They're not going to be on a homework or not on the homework program. They're actually going to be, I'm going to upload a PDF. You will download that PDF, and then I will have a link. This link right here on the 23rd, it'll change to something where you could submit the PDF. So you must take your test. You can do it on a tablet or on paper, but either way, you must convert that to a PDF. And there's several free apps you can get for your phone even, your tablets, iPads, Surface, whatever, to convert those pictures to PDFs, and then you'll submit them via the Canvas calendar, okay? And there will be, that link will change later. Okay, and it also tells you what days there's quizzes and what sections the quiz is on. So quizzes are on WebAssign, okay? So quizzes are on WebAssign. Homework is on WebAssign. Tests are by PDF. Okay? All right. Hopefully that explains enough for you to get started. Again, don't fall behind. This is calculus. Calculus is a different animal. All right? Work hard. Ask lots of questions. Take care, everyone.